I who placed the heavy crown its weight you gladly bore. The tower prospered in your reign, and song arose once more. But deep beneath, in damp and dark, a demon lay concealed, and only fools.
Hello and welcome in, everyone. I'm WG Ashwood. I'm your Fancy Folks charity streamer of the night. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome in, welcome in. Can I... Give me a second. I'm going to pause the music. Welcome in, everybody. I'm WG Ashwood, your Fancy Focus charity host. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome in, welcome in. Congrats on first and second, going to Aku and Agbu. Welcome in, Leilani, over on YouTube side. Welcome in, everybody coming in through TikTok. So excited to have you all here. We are playing Sovereign Tower tonight. Sovereign Tower was generously gifted us by a member of the community, so we're very excited to get a chance to play. We saw Mr. Eric Almighty playing this game a little bit yesterday, I believe. So we saw the beginning of it. So we saw a little bit of the beginning of it. But we didn't, like, we knew we were going to be playing it after we got it. After we got it. So we're going to be minimizing how much, we minimized how much we actually watched so that we could play it with a fresh eye. So I don't know what happens in it. I just know a couple of things, but welcome in, everybody. I'm so excited you're here. We're so excited to play. We hope you had a fabulous Saturday, and we hope you're gearing up for a more fabulous Sunday. We have Sovereign Tower for you tonight. We're gonna jump in just a little bit, but first I want to talk about Nerds for Literacy. Nerds for Literacy is this month's charity of the month. It was started by a TikToker who saw that literacy rates were going down in children, and so we wanted to they saw that and they were like, that's not right. We want more nerds in the world, and nerds, you know, are literate, so we want more literate nerds. So they started raising money to buy books and distribute them to schools and get kids interested in reading. And we think that's a really awesome and stellar cause. So we're contributing a portion of everything we make here at the channel to Nerds for Literacy this month. Next month we have we got a bunch of awesome suggestions for charities from the community. So we already have next month's planned out. So that's really awesome. But Nerds for Literacy, because they're starting their campaign, their 1 month campaign in a couple of days, we're donating to them for this month. So really awesome cause, really awesome thing that they're doing. So we're joining up, we're taking up their cause. So we think that's awesome. So yeah, we've got Sovereign Tower. Let's jump in. How we doing tonight, everybody? How we feeling? How's it going? Let's do a new game. Okay, it's Sovereign Mode. Sovereign Mode disables manual settings. No, I want... Why would it disable manual saving? What does that mean? I can't save if I want to? Choice can be changed in the settings. I'm gonna refuse. Elite, welcome in. Hi, how's it going? I think I'm gonna refuse Sovereign Mode. Thank you very much, Elite. Yeah, I think I'm gonna refuse Sovereign Mode. What is going on? What's happening? Doing great. I'm glad to hear that. Farmer, Enchantress, Tradesman. The Enchantress wants. Hey, Your Grace. How are you? Our question ends in a small squeak of panic. Because we The Magical Academy, we might have, how to put it. Don't worry, I'm sure we can help. Ah, thank you, Your Grace. I was sure you'd kill us. The truth is, we accidentally released one of our poltergeists into the wild. That's not so bad. A wild poltergeist, that can be fixed. But honestly, he's mostly harmless. Well, except for the crops. He's got a thing against grain. Don't ask me why. I'll send someone to exercise it. Thanks, Your Grace. Farmer.
Hello, Your Grace. We're in a bit of a pickle.
What's going on?
Our crops were, vandalized. Our wheat stalks are bowed, forced into strange circular patterns. We're a bit lost. Can you lend us a hand?
We've got the money. Children's prank. I know it well. Here's a little royal help. Must be magical in origin. Then a magical night. Let's spend the money.
You sure about this? Hope you're right, but thanks, it'll help.
Your Grace, we're facing a terrible shortage. Our beggars are running out of wheat. Use our personal reserve wheat to support the affected regions. Well, I guess that'll have to do.
My sweet highness, please forgive my slight delay. You won't Your Grace!
We absolutely do not have time for such trivialities. We need to talk now. The situation is serious, Your Grace. How fares my favorite knight? But I am your only knight, Your Grace. All the others went off to fight. Those weren't just rumors, Your Grace. The Kingslayer is back, and it is not alone. It is heading towards us at this very moment. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this voice. Maybe my voice is still not recovered. Dragging an army of the dead in its wake. His words trail off as though the Kingslayer's icy hand were already closing around his throat. What should we do, Your Grace? Stay calm and evacuate the occupants of the tower. But Your Grace, what about you? I said go! This is an order from your sovereign. Very well, Your Grace. Be careful, I beg you.
Ermin the Wise. You pierced the veil of Arcana that no hand was meant to find. Only to offer the void a heart already withered and unkind.
I know why you are here, but I shall not give in, or the Empire will take us all.
This holy seat grants your shadow no spark or grace. Return to the frigid soil with the rest of your renegade race. Farewell. May the next soul finally prove worthy.
Well, I was trying to be kind. 100 years have passed since the fall of Ermin the Wise at the hands of the impious Kingslayer. Since then, the White Tower of Briz has become nothing more than a lifeless relic. Having lost his fortress, the Kingdom of Britannia once again finds itself under threat from the Angaloran Empire. Just as it did in ages past, For centuries earlier, this empire was already preparing to devour these lands. After fierce battles, fate seemed sealed and defeat inevitable. Until out of mercy, the gods bestowed the tower. This tower granted unparalleled strength to its knights and an inexhaustible wellspring of magic to its sorcerers. But of all these gifts, the most fearsome was that it bestowed upon its sovereign. It was the power to foresee the future. 100 years have passed since the people of Britannia have awaited the coming of a new sovereign, the chosen one who would awaken the ancient Tower of Briz once more. It seems their prayers are finally about to be answered. For far from the royal court, in a humble country church, a wandering leper awoke to the sound of flames and chaos. Screams and the crackle of flames surround you, spreading the sound of death. Through the shattered stained glass, you see armored figures moving frantically and bearing an emblem that you do not recognize. A cry of terror rises from outside. Run! The Knights of the Empire are here! It must be one of them! You hear one of the armored figures shout, their voice trembling. Dense black smoke floods every corner of your dwelling. You rush toward the entrance, but a flaming wall collapses with a roar and seals off the main exit. The ceiling groans, releasing a rain of ash. The entire structure threatens to cave in at any moment. Amidst this blazing chaos, as you desperately search for another way out, your eyes meet those of a panicked cat. Follow the cat, take the cat in your arms and try to jump through the flames of the collapsed doorway. Let's take the cat in our arms. We'll save the cat. You miraculously escaped unharmed, and the cat seems to be fine. Just as you start to feel better in the fresh air outside, the dull thud of iron-shod boots echoes around the corner. A cry, raw with pure rage, tears through the roar of the inferno. Is anyone there? Meow with precision. No one can tell you're not an actual cat. Try to adopt the deepest voice you can. It's just me. A kid ran away to the other side. Let's meow with precision. It worked. The knights turn back and you breathe a sigh of relief as you hear the sound of his boots gradually fading away. But as you approach to trail him from a distance, you watch in horror as he reaches for a child trying to flee. Taunt the knight. Let's taunt the knight. The knight turns towards you and charges, consumed by rage. He hunts you down for some distance, driving you to flee until you reach the very outskirts of the village. Let's hide in a field and pretend to be a scarecrow. This hiding place proves precarious. The knight finds you with ease and blocks your escape. House, welcome in. How are we doing tonight? Hello, welcome in. Oh, it's Noli. What are we playing? We're playing a game called Sovereign Tower. After these long years, I'm back. Welcome back. Thank you for liking the live. Noli, welcome back. It's good to see you. House, it's good to see you. Spice, it's good to see you. I don't know if I said hi to Spice tonight. We're playing a Choices Matter game, as it was described to me, called Sovereign Tower. It's a hey, just wanted to say hi before I hit the sack. Have a fun stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, House. Can we get a shout out for House, please? House, thank you so much for dropping by. We hope you have a fantastic night's rest. And also a fantastic night's rest. Night with a K. Spice, thank you for shouting out, House. I didn't say hi. I'm so sorry, Spice. I didn't notice. I'm sorry. I was focused on the role play. This hiding place proves precarious. The knight finds you with ease and blocks your escape. Locking eyes with you, he raises his arm, ready to strike. By any chance, have I played Five Nights at Freddy's? I have played the first one and the second one. I meant to play I meant to play a follow-up to it. I think the third one. But I'll probably play it when December comes around. Don't worry, I'll totally hold this against you forever. Spice, no! Locking eyes with you, he raises his arm, ready to strike. By hitting with a piece of wood, remove the bandage from one of your wounds and try to trip him up with it. Let's try that. Your maneuver paid off and your attacker collapses heavily. Now defenseless, the Empire's warrior lies helplessly at your feet. Empress, welcome in. I got a hydrate. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the lurk, Empress. This looks like Star Wars. That's very interesting. Yeah, I guess with the cloak, it kind of does. Ooh, 28% womp and 39% fancy. Let's go. The Empire's warrior lies helpless at your feet. This is your moment to act. Leave him there, run away before he wakes up. Smash his skull in with a stone. He deserves it for trying to murder with you. I don't want to smash anybody's head in with a stone. Let's leave him there. You run away into the darkness. You got me to 1,000 likes? Thank you very much, Noli. Spice, thank you for the hydrates. Spice, thank you for the hydrates. I'm drinking a vanilla cappuccino tea tonight. A delightful tea from David's Teas. It's quite delicious, and I'm a big fan. Forgotten and abandoned from everything, the wretched leper was looking for salvation from across the old kingdom. In despair and exhausted, a soft voice echoed in their heart, beckoning to a different place. At the end of their journey, the poor soul finally reached the ruins of the tower, the last remnant of the once glorious kingdom of Britannia. Something akin to fate seemed to guide their path to this forgotten place. At the foot of the tower, a few nobles seemed to be arguing. Once again, the royal selection had proved to be disappointment. The door to the tower remained closed and the prophecy unfulfilled. Slipping through the crowd, the stranger reached for the legendary key adorning the giant lock. In their mind, the words of the prophecy echoed. Only the true sovereign, chosen by the gods, shall be allowed to wield the silver key to the doors of the tower. Keyblade! And for them, the door opened. From that moment on, people called them the Sovereign of the Tower. So it was true. The words of the prophecy were true. I am Sir Arlen, guardian of the tower's remains. I have waited all my life for the blessed day when someone would finally pass through those doors. Your Grace. And what a surprising choice from the gods. Well, a choice marked by fate, with all due respect. But I see you have already donned the traditional garb that befits the crown. As custom dictates, the anonymity of this attire shall be your protection and your salvation. Keep your identity shrouded and reveal nothing of it. All may form their own idea of what lies beneath the mask, though some, by convention, will simply refer to you as a man. You may not yet feel it in this state. This edifice is miraculous. Within these walls, its magic suspends all affliction from its sovereign. Your illness shall no longer progress. The tower also multiplies tenfold the strength of knights who serve its round table. Its power depends on the size of the kingdom it governs. And granted, for now, our territory is limited to the county of Briz. And here begins the rebirth of Britannia. Only through the sovereign and the might of this edifice shall we rally our neighbors under a single banner. The further our influence spreads, the more the tower shall awaken, and the more complete it becomes. More knights may take their place at your table to share in its strength. Now pray, tell me, your grace, how is it that you came to this place? By any chance, is there a way for me to watch you play FNAF, or did you do it live and not save it? It should be on my YouTube, Noli. If you go to my YouTube, Ashwood Audio, all of my playthroughs of the past, like, couple of years should be on there. I don't remember when I started uploading, but I definitely think you can find the live of my FNAF playthrough. You may even be able to find the live the VR version I did of it. I don't remember if I put that up there, but I definitely I believe that I played the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2 last year, so I think that's on there. I get scared a lot. And I jump a bunch. I don't think I ever finished 2. I think 2 was too hard for me. I was attacked by the Empire, then my steps brought me here. By all the gods! So the Empire is currently attempting to invade Britannia after all these years of relative peace? It is more than urgent than we forge allies against this threat. For we learn that the ancient White Tower of Briz has awakened. He pauses thoughtfully. The prophecy, the very one that described your arrival here, also mentioned a golden key. An artifact said to be capable of uniting the kingdoms, unlocking the tower's full potential, and who knows, perhaps curing you permanently? You like watching people play instead of playing yourself? I totally get that. It's merely a legend, but after your arrival, I'm open to the wildest mysticism. At last, welcome home, your grace. Take your rightful place upon this throne. Many labors lie ahead, to be sure. The tower has awoken under your reign. Rest assured that it will soon regain its former splendor and magic. Good morning, your grace. It looks like the tower has finally awakened for good. No more candidates in a trance screaming dubious incantation at its doors or relentlessly drumming on its walls. To tell you the truth, I still can't quite believe it, but here we are. The man before you looks like he stands frozen forever, just to prove he's that loyal to you. If you permit me, your grace, I'd be delighted to inform you of what to expect in the coming days. This game looks fun. Where can I get it? It's on Steam. That's where I'm playing it. It's called Sovereign Tower. If you permit me, your grace, I'd be delighted to inform you of what to expect in the coming days. With pleasure. Your new subjects are quite eager to have someone in charge again, and will come to you for help and guidance on various matters. Some of these requests may require you to take action. The knights you've recruited at the round table will help you do that. Be forewarned, though they may serve you, they may not feel... Oh, Naroku-sama, thank you very much for the hydrate. Your bro has a game related to that game, you think? Interesting. What game would that be? Though they may serve you, they may not feel inclined to carry out your every order. It would do you well to learn their preferences to avoid future headaches. Well then, that is all for now. Let me introduce you to your very first knight. She's on her way and quite capable. She also happens to be my dear niece. But I take no responsibility for her punctuality whatsoever. Ah, I'm terribly sorry. I got lost on the way here. There's a sequel? I can't wait remember the name. Well, this game... If this game might be the sequel then, because it just came out this week. I just got lost on the way here. I'm Lady Angelica of Clovermont, Your Grace. Welcome to the Round Table, Lady Angelica. Thank you, Your Grace. Whilst we have just met, I must trouble you with a request. Just a small one, really. But I couldn't sleep a wink last night. The tower is quite cold and scary, you see. Think I could bring a cat to lighten the mood a bit? My dear niece, you told me your request was of the utmost importance. But it is. Just a tiny cat. I mean, until the dusting and arranging are complete. Of course, someone will assist you and make your room more comfortable as well. Oh, thank you very much, Your Grace. I'll name the cat after you. I should not keep your audience waiting and take my leave then. Corina. Ah, Your Grace. Was really looking forward to meeting you, Corina Blacksmith. You see, I might need your help finding my smithing hammer, which might have dropped out from my carriage in the totally not creepy forest between Milkford and Clovermont. Dropped or lost? Ah, no, not lost, just temporarily mislaid for 2 years. Not long ago, then. Curious to know how you stayed fit after 2 years without hitting the iron. Not long ago, then. Either way, heard you were hiring a bunch of knights for the Round Table. My hammer can restore relics to their rightful state. That might interest you, right? All you need to do is help me find my hammer. I'll send one of my knights. The blacksmith temporarily mislaid her heavy hammer in the dense forest between Milkford and Clovermont. The magical properties of the hammer left some tracks. Find it and get it back. Ah, thank you, Your Grace. In the gallery. At last, I awake from my slumber. Oh, and what a sight greets my eyes. And mine also, such a beauty in stone. Fine, good luck with the game. Thank you very much, Noli. Have a great night. Appreciate you stopping by. And thank you for the likes on the live. You flatter me, dear sovereign. I am the Lady of the Tower and its protector. How delightful to meet you. Long have I watched over these halls, but alas, how decrepit everything has become. Is not safe to wander too deep yet, my brave sovereign. Not the welcome you deserve. However, as I retrieve my powers, I will endeavor to restore your tower's rooms to their former glory. Your presence reawakens something in me. Will I be graced to see your lovely face again? Whenever you wish, dear sovereign. Now that you've stirred me from my slumber, believe me, there are many doors that can be opened. I shall always be waiting for you here when you finish your day's duties, dear sovereign. The Lady of the Tower allows you to unlock new rooms for the tower, giving you access to new features. Nyx, welcome back. New rooms can be unlocked by recruiting particular servants. Nothing available. Okay. Map room. Welcome, Your Grace. From here you may issue actions that affect the world beyond these walls. Invite notable individuals to your court. As an aid to villages struck by disaster, for example. Not quite sure if there's anything available right now, but well, it never hurts to check. If nothing else, you may always admire the map. A fine piece of cartography, if I may so say myself. Finally, under an hour for the file transfer between iPads? Jeez, Spice. That's so long. In the map room, you can open the world map and perform some specific actions through it. Audience requests allow you to invite a character to the tower on the next audience phase. Knights that were asked to come back later can be invited back through an audience request. The location has been damaged following the failure of a quest. You can repair this location from the world map. Let's open the map. Looks like there's something going on at Clovermont. No, I can't interact with anything. Nothing available. In my inventory. Nothing's in my inventory. Round table. During the round table phase, you'll have the option to assign your available knights to any open quests. The assignation of a knight is locked only once you end the cycle. Before that, you can always change how you assign your knights. To succeed on a quest, there are two main factors: having enough knights and reaching the quest stat requirement. Be aware that knight attributes, both known and unknown, will also influence the quest outcome. You can see the tags of a knight in the glossary. You'll have to deduce where they can have a positive or negative impact based on the quest description. It's only 4 years of drawings. It's fine. It's fine. Quests also have a damage range representing the minimum and maximum damage each knight can take during a quest. The knight attributes can also increase or reduce these values. Exceptions can occur on critical successes, failures, or unexpected outcomes. Angelica. Kind-hearted. Diplomacy, scouting. I don't know her downsides. Lady Angelica of Clovermont, Arlen's niece, is a young, naive, gentle, and optimistic knight. As a child, she was filled with lofty ideals and dreamt of becoming a knight. Hammer lost yet again. The blacksmith temporarily mislaid her heavy hammer in the dense forest between Milford and Clovermont. Melon, welcome in. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. We very much appreciate the game, and we're enjoying it so far. Although my voice may not. I'm doing too many voice ranges. I'm getting the scratch in my throat from a couple weeks ago. I might be overdoing it. We'll have to see how we turn out. Okay. I think I just assigned Angelica to a quest. Blame Eric then. I will. Okay. Equipment. I don't have any equipment to give Angelica. Spice, thank you for the hydrates. Spice, thank you for the hydrates. Okay. Finish. Melon, thank you for the hydrate. Okay. Angelica. The blacksmith temporarily mislaid her heavy hammer in the dense forest between Milford and electrical properties of the hammer left some tracks. Find it and get it back. Okay. Next cycle. Was Angelica successful? Oh, she took some damage. Once a quest is completed, the outcome is determined based on the knight's statistics their attributes, and the knight's party size. The outcome of a quest will determine the experience points and gold earned as well as the damage taken by the knights. Performing a critical or great success will increase each present knight's affinity. Performing a major failure will lower each knight's affinity. Uh-oh. If special conditions are met, then some quests can have unexpected outcomes. An unexpected outcome can be positive or negative. The Blacksmith Temporary... Alright, we got a success. Obtained rewards. Follow-up audience. A related hearing will be held during the next cycle. Rips.
Hello, Your Grace.
Who's there?
It's only me, Your Grace. The very humble demon of this tower.
The syrupy voice, seemingly emanating from this strange padlock, slips into your ears like a trickle of warm honey. What do you want from me?
I was locked away in this dark dungeon long ago, Your Grace. And like all the souls of this tower, I exist only to serve you humbly.
Hear me out. It's a lock, Spice. How can you serve me?
My power is that of renewal and reversal, Your Grace. As your endeavors grow, bonds form and shatter. Nations grow or crumble, so too shall my powers wax and wane, fed by your exploits. When you call upon me, your mistakes will vanish like dew under the morning sun, and with no world-ending price attached, of course.
I've heard enough.
Don't forget me, Your Grace. Take this little lock, and you shall have me at your beck and call. Soon you will find it impossible to get rid of me.
He seems trustworthy. The demon power allows you to go back to any previous cycle of the current act, whilst keeping all knowledge acquired so far, including knight's tags and preferences and requirements. You'll also keep your current sovereign archetype's progress. This may also unlock new dialogue options for specific events of the questline you've already started to explore. Note that after returning to a previous cycle, the audiences that you will get may be different. See how many times you use the demon power in the sovereign menu. Ooh. The sovereign menu screen allows you to see the current satisfaction of the different classes and progress of the sovereign archetypes. Increases in satisfaction with each class will unlock new dialogue options and new items and shops. Sovereign archetypes increase or decrease with your choices. Each archetype has 3 thresholds to reach, with each threshold unlocking new dialogue options. Some dialogue options are also unlocked depending on how much the archetype is increased compared to an audacity, wisdom, tyranny, and kindness. Here are time travels, scholars, merchants, people. Let's do audiences. Arnold, Roberto, Elioth, Chester, and Karina. Mary, thank you for the lurk. Hello! Allow my crystal clear voice to caress your delicate ears. I am Arnold, representative of Belthorn, noble region of the county of Groveshire, renowned for its exceptional hunters and its fine, exquisitely soft silks, sometimes even almost affordable. The Count of Groveshire has tasked me with meeting you as part of an idiomatic mission. Indeed. I'll move, you silk rag! It's me you've been waiting for. Damien, official emissary of Mavenac from the county of Gavalt. Okay. Maybe that's not the voice I should do. No more voices, but I gotta do the voices. I too have a message, but bigger and more urgent than theirs. Where was I? I've been asked to come to you. Oh, shut up, kid. Your Grace, respectfully, you really shouldn't listen to those snobby Groveshire people. Those puny fools sell overpriced fabric. Allow me to reply. It's not appropriate to give credence to those country bumpkins from... And you dared to talk about gastronomy? And you claim to represent a civilized country, and you haven't even bothered to mask your traveler's odor? Calm down, I'll listen to you both. That won't be possible. The only thing the two of us agree on is that the other one has to go. Unfortunately, I agree on this point. If you listen to anyone, it can be only me. Oh, really? This early in the game, they make you choose between the country and the snob? I'm a country bumpkin. Go on, Damien. I'm a snob. I'm listening to you, Arnold. Oh, I hate this. I'm a man of the people. Go on, Damien. Very well. I will inform the Count of Groveshire of your brilliant decision, and I wish your nostrils well. Thanks, Your Grace. Oh, wait, this one's the one that hurts my vocal cords. Shit. He clears his throat loudly before continuing. Our Countess Matilda has therefore requisitioned me to represent our county with dignity before proposing an alliance to you. An alliance at the cost of your help regarding the political situation in the economy. What do you mean? Matilda will come and explain the situation to you in detail. As for me, I'll just say, Your Grace, good luck. You won't be idle.
Sir Gerberto of Nanard, Your Grace. The Herald said you needed help with some monsters? You're in luck. Slaying wild beasts is my specialty. Trolls, dragons, spiders, bloodthirsty chickens, you name it. Sometimes knights will come to you and ask if they can join your round table. Accepting will make them available for you to perform quests. Then when they come back later, will allow you to invite them from the map room. If you do so, they'll be present in the next cycle audience phase. Something that will make them definitely unavailable. Once a knight is recruited, you can make them leave the round table in the glossary. If you do so, you'll be able to call them back from the map room. We accept gladly, Sir Gerberto. You will not regret this, Your Grace.
Hello, Your Grace! Did you have any crispy dreams? I come with a matter of the highest importance. Nobody ever asks for my opinion. Never ever. So I decided to give it anyway. Hope it doesn't bother you. Are you listening? Yes? No? Maybe? Your ears, they look so absorbent. And that smells bad about the situation standing before you, both figuratively and literally. Absolutely, please continue. There's a goose, but not your everyday goose. A general goose. A war goose. It's taking control of the public baths. It's blocking the entrance. I haven't bathed in 15 days. Your Grace, the children cry. You must send help before this goose claims further territory. The smell. I'll send a knight to handle this goose immediately. Oh, thank you, Your Grace. I'll go now. Slowly. Sideways. The goose doesn't see me. Elioth. Hello, I'm Elioth of Clovermont, your brand new official messenger from Clovermont. I bring a request from Clovermont. Welcome. I think I may require you one more time to confirm where you hail from. Welcome. What is this request? The people of Clovermont begged me to present it to you with dignity. We lost it! The sacred relic, jade, amethyst, well, a nice little rock. And it was a magpie that stole it. No need to use big words, I'll send a knight. The bells shall ring in their village to this arrival. Thank you, Your Grace. Your knight nailed it. My hammer was by the river near the old mill. It wasn't really lost after all. Nevertheless, your round table shall be... Big Shoes Goose from Adventure Time vibes? Yeah, I love that voicemail and I love doing it too. Your round table shall be filling to the brim soon with knights. All we need now is a warm-hearted forge, and those rusty relics could be yours again, Your Grace. Gallery. Unlock new room. Forge. The tower has now been granted a new room. Anything else, Your Grace? There's no new rooms. We'll leave. The forge. Hello, Your Grace. Thanks again for this wonderful forge. I'm still setting things up, but I have a few relics to sell. Please take a look. Old sword. Rusty sword. Royal sword. Rapier. Sling. A regular trusty shield. And a silver sword. Oh, claymore. Silver sword. A hunting bow. Woof. Okay, we're not gonna buy anything just yet. Can I repair Angelica's? I can. Round table. Angelica, we're gonna send you against the magpie. A magpie stole the sacred relic of Villador. It should be hidden high up in its nest, deep inside the woods. Get it back. I'm gonna assign this to you. Hey, Wolf, welcome in. Oh, holy shit. Your stats are awful, Gilbert. A furious goose has seized the bass. Send a knight to convince it to stop expanding its conquest. All right. Just a regular success. And Gilberto took damage from the goose. Okay, just a regular success from Angelica. Oh, a great success from Angelica. Equipment obtained. Paul, a donkey. What is this game about? So Wolf, from what I can put together, this game is like a Choices Matter city management game, where you are the sovereign of a country called Britannia, and you have to like go on quests and solve. Ooh. You have to go on quests and solve like disputes between your villagers. To choose your own adventure recommended by Mr. Eric Almighty. Yes, it is highly recommended by Mr. Eric Almighty. Glossary allows you to see information about your recruited knights and servants. Beginning of experience, a knight will gain a level and you'll be able to allocate 1 point to a statistic of your choice. Attributes or characteristics of your knights that can impact their behavior towards a quest. You'll have to deduce for several of them what impact they may have on a based on a quest description. You can check whether your knight has a preference for certain quests. The preferences won't impact how well the knights will perform, only their affinity towards the sovereign. Affinity represents how a knight currently feels about the sovereign. Increasing a knight's affinity may trigger new dialogue with them. Low affinity may cause the knight to leave the round table. Angelica, you're pretty awesome. You don't have any magic. I'm gonna give you more luck. Forge. Fair armor. Gotta have my knights in tip-top shape. Oh, I could talk to... No, I can't. Oh, Kitty, please, calm down. The head cook won't be pleased to find you up there. You're always divided between hyper-specializing or making jacks of all trades. Me too, Melon. I prefer to have hyper-specialized, I think, in most cases. But a jack of all trades is just so good to have. You're getting choose your own adventure vibes from that description? Okay, girl is trying to coax down a kitten curiously wandering amongst the kitchen's spice shelves. Oh, your grace! Have you come for a drink or perhaps a snack? A cute little fellow. New attribute discovered, animal lover. Oh, look at the kitty! Look at those little black paws. Thank you so much for letting me bring a cat here. I named him after you, you know. No, Sovereign, get away from that flower bag at once. Oh no. You know my name is not Sovereign, right? Yeah. Good luck cleaning up the flower. Oh, of course, Your Grace. The floor will be as clean as a whistle.
Hello, Your Grace. What are you doing in the kitchen? Are you writing to someone too?
Who are you writing to?
My little sister, Berta, will be so proud that I've become a knight. I can't wait to tell her all about it.
I'll make you proud. Just wait and see. What are you telling her?
I was recounting all the sensational things that have happened to me recently. My arrival in the audience hall and how you agreed to take me on. The moment I stepped onto the kitchen floor for the first time. All of it.
Changes a man, doesn't it?
I feel like I've grown up since just lunchtime. At least a few inches, Your Grace.
He gets back to his letter. Okay, I don't have anything in the inventory. What's in the crypts? I don't need the demon power yet. Let's do audiences. Matilda, Alwine, Gwendon, Roland, Chester. No Elion? Ah! Greetings, Matilda of Fort Gavalt, Emeritus Countess of the County of Gavalt. I'm standing before you towers over you like a mountain. She's as straight as a stake, a very, very intimidating stake. I ask for your indulgence in us cutting straight to the point. We're hoping for your assistance regarding the diplomatic diatribes that are currently tearing our lands apart. Tell me more. Let me explain the situation as simply as possible. She pauses to choose her words carefully before continuing. A wind of dissent is currently sweeping through the people of Gavalt, fueled by the recent and brutal assassination of the Baron of Mavanik. The mourning that has befallen our citizens has sparked a flame of rebellion in their hearts. And this rebellion now threatens not only my person, but also the authority I represent. Everything suggests that one person in particular is fueling this revolt and orchestrating this widespread chaos from the shadows. Any questions? Why are you being targeted exactly? There are rumors that the murderer is one of the knights in my employ. As for the nobleman who was murdered, he opposed our reforms and charters, as well as my approach to orderly governance. You don't need anything else to see the connection. Why not openly resolve the anger of the people? That will not solve anything. Ah! Understand that the people's complaints are futile. Neither I nor any member of my caste ordered this assassination. I am also concerned by this loss, even though it was common knowledge that I had strong disagreements with the Baron of Mavanik. And how can I help you prove your innocence? Convincing the people of their representatives' innocence will all be easier once the ringleader of this movement has been stopped. One who organizes, who sets the powder alight. Without a leader, the revolt will scatter like the same powder blown by the wind. Summer! You have the lion a Southern Cajun voice? Yeah, I don't know if the lion speaks yet, but we'll do our best. I'm not so good with the Cajun voice. Mayhaps. I therefore need knights of integrity, untainted by any... Maybe it's because I know too many people with the Cajun accent that I'm like, I can't do it good. Haha, no worries. How are you doing today, Summer? Investigate among the common people. Search among the members of nobility. Send a charismatic knight. Let's see. Okay, left work early. Your stomach got sick. Oh no, I hope you feel better. Think you just got overheated and had gut smacked? Cooled off and hydrating up? That's good. You paused for an icy diet cream soda? Hell yeah. I'm just sipping on my tea, doing funny voices. The voices are taking a toll on my vocal cords, so I'm doing my best to stay hydrated. I wonder what happened to my voice. I used to be able to do funny voices for hours on end. Now I'm all screwed up. Okay, charisma, luck, and wit. We'll search among the members of the nobility. With the Earth having all the wildfires is up to like a pack a day. Smoker's voice for all citizens. We don't actually, where I'm at, we don't have to worry about too many wildfires, but I am very concerned with the wildfires around my good buddies. I hope y'all are all doing okay. Let's see, go with members of the nobility. Whos you see fit, as long as you find the evidence that exonerates me. We'll get there. See you soon. See you very soon. It's timid here, but yeah. Alwina. Sir Arlen, your grace. My greetings. Ah, greetings, Alwina. We haven't been introduced yet, your grace. Alwina, recruited in your service by Sir Arlen a few days ago. I've barely been able to see the mountains for 3 weeks now. I'm sorry, Spice. I shall be taking care of administration, the little paperwork, and the major inconveniences. My role is essential to the proper management of this tower. And yet you didn't even think to give me a room for my belongings, Arlen! Kindly request, your grace, that you promptly make necessary arrangements for my accommodation. In return, I might have a juicy bit of gossip or two about your knights. Thank you. I imagine we could dust off a small room in exchange for her services, your grace. Wendon. I've heard you're in need of great heroes, and so here I am. Sir Grendon of Villador, the best knight in all the land. Yes, I know, it's a lot to take in. It's okay if you want to applause or to faint. I'm used to it. I have to say, I'm also used to higher standards than this smelly shack you call a tower, but it will have to do. Do not worry, with me at your round table, your little realm will very soon shine in glory. Welcome to the round table, shiny young sir. I expected no less. I'm already lighting this place up. Roland. Oh, hi, Roland. Oi, oi, your grace. Roland at your service. I'm a sailor down in Grest. Gonna be your go-between with the folks there. Alright. Formalities done, yeah? I'll skip the bowing. Any chance you folks might spruce up the road to Grest? You know, the one that heads up the leads there. Ain't that far, just 3 hours. It'll sure help us ordinary folk. I can afford it. Yeah. Reckon we're good at what we do even if you ain't really seen it to yourself. Thanks anyway. Give him whatever he wants. He was not a hear me out, Spice. He was too pretty. It's over, your grace. The baths are quiet. But the goose and its eggs remains. It speaks to me now. It honks inside. I am the vessel. I am the pond. I have seen the foaming truth. Honk! I'll go to the gallery to see the pretty statue. Tara's now been granted a new room. Anything else, Your Grace? Intendancy. Hello, Your Grace. Perhaps you wish to hear some gossip. Investigate. Let's investigate the new boy. Very well, Your Grace. We'll start investigating at once. Map room. Open map. Reykjavik. Groveshire. Vermont. Nothing to do on the map yet. Round table. Noble investigations. Okay. We need charisma, wit, and luck. He doesn't have a lot of luck, but boy does he have charisma, and he's got enough wit for a decent attempt at it. Who else? Who's Angelica has a little bit of charisma, but she's got a lot of luck. I'm gonna give it to the new boy. I'm leaving, Your Grace. All right, we'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the little streamer's room real quick. Give me just a second, everybody.
Spice is asking for our best Yu-Gi-Oh poses, so I've got this one right here.
Hold on, I gotta get to you afterwards.
I'm doing mine right now. You'll have to trust me. It's like
Hold it.
just imagine
Hold
a
it.
dual desk. Whose turn
Oh,
is it?
okay. It's mine. It's mine. We need best Yu-Gi-Oh poses, right?
Yeah, hold on. I should back up so you can see more of my body. It's more like this. Okay.
Fuck is this thing?
I don't know. When I scan it,
How are you? I'm trying to get a read on it, but it won't scan. Hey, what the fuck are you? Wait. What was that sound? Should we leave?
I'm trying to think of so.
Get on the ship! Get on the ship!
Worm! Worm!
I can't believe we survived.
Tell what's interactable, or am I a silly goose because I can't tell what's destructible? Just move out of the way. Son of a bitch! I just had to burn
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, we've got a knight assigned to the thing. We'll finish that. Oh, something's happening. Oh, he succeeded. Okay. After your investigations, everything suggests that the leader of the revolt is none other than the Countess's own daughter. It's believed that she's hiding with her fellow rebels in Mavinik. Ah, Your Grace, do you have a cup of tea? Little bird has shared a most interesting anecdote with me. Gwennon is afraid of the dark. Please investigate Goberto. Okay. Ah!
I, the Dragon Knight, doth extend my salutations unto thee. Is there any soul amidst this gathering endowed with the power to parley with me?
You are in the presence of the sovereign.
Am I? Thou art but a mere child in these realms. How mightest thou lay claim to this exalted throne, and not I? I, who have been crowned by the ancient, vintage, limited edition Shrew King himself, have traversed the domain of Britannia decade by decade, leveled cities in my wake. Doth I challenge thee, stranger? Prove unto me thou art the sovereign this dominion doth require, that thou canst gather valiant knights, lead thy folk to peace and prosperity, and stand resolute against the Anglo Empire. Shouldst thou falter or refuse my challenge, I shall take thy life in my own hand.
I shall inspire the people and rally them to me. Hey Squiz, welcome in. How are we doing today? The character gives you an ultimatum and you'll get some objectives to fulfill before a given cycle. Each fulfilled objective. I need to have 7. I need to have 14. Ooh, I fucked up. Ooh, I fucked up. Okay. Four cycles until ruin. I had heard legends about this Dragon Knight, but I thought him long dead. Let us prepare for battle. I've noted the objectives in terms of resources and support that need to be achieved. Bear in mind that these are not essential to our success. I only have 4 cycles to double. This is bullshit. This is crazy. I'm gonna get beheaded by the Dragon Knight. My daughter. I'm just as surprised as you are. Actually, I must admit that I suspected she was involved. Wouldn't it have been better to inform us? It's not so simple. We hadn't really been in touch for a while. Of course, I had noticed her recent strange attire. Naturally, I had spotted some suspicious political pamphlets in her room, but I could never have imagined. You couldn't have known. Young people have their own codes, their own slang. In the blink of an eye, the gap widened. She is so impressionable. I ask you not to hold it against her. A discussion with her is obviously necessary, but before that, I'm going to need your help again. We now know that she and her group of rebels are hiding near the Bastille of Mavinick, preparing to lay siege to the Fort Grivault soon. You must stop them, now. Unfortunately, some of my best knights were swept up in this popular movement and decided to side with the protesters. Ooh. This is gonna be rough. I'll stop her. We shall thank you for it, infinitely. But I beg you, may your knights take good care of her. A dark figure approaches, disregarding all queuing conventions, and sneaks up in front of you. Good day, Your Grace. A pleasure to meet you. No, that's not the voice of this. I'm Tarkus de Gavault, brother of the late Count de Gavault. Can you come with the Countess? Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt your little tete-a-tete, but I think our own discussion deserves privacy. Isn't it fascinating learning that the little fool serving as Matilda's run stands at the helm of this charade? I confess I suspected as much. Stupidity walks often with ambition. I am the eyes and ears of Gavault. No one pisses in a gutter there without me knowing about it. You see where I am going with this? Watching that idiot eye the throne is an affront to Gavault itself. Be pragmatic, Your Grace. Ally with me and I will crush this rebellion as it warrants. Your Grace, if I may, Sir Tarkus distinguished himself rather grimly during the bloody of Tarascus War. He's a man of fearsome efficiency. Perfectly measured. Do you have something to say, old man? Would you rather let these enemies of the crown pour out their Epicretian propaganda? Oh, I get to... I'll add him to the round table? We'll need a warrior like you. And I'll take the utmost care of this, trust, Your Grace. Hutner Nomad. Your Grace, we beg for your mercy. We're a humble community of wanderers, no harm meant. We'll look for shelter just for a few days. A bitter cold is closing in, and our little ones are already shivering. We cannot sleep in the woods, not like this. With all due respect, opening the tower's doors to these people would be a tremendous act of trust. They are strangers with none to vouch for their integrity. What do you wish to do, for Your Grace? I would say... You're welcome to stay here for as long as you need, and please stop shaking. Thank you, Your Grace. Sorry, the children will never forget this. Gwendolyn. So here you are, you, the famous sovereign. Charming. She looks at you with an air of superiority. I'm Gwendolyn, Baroness of Villa Dergent. A great... oh, what am I saying? The greatest locality of Villador. A pearl obscured by the lands, but one that is absolutely vital to your region. I shall be conveying to you the many complaints from the common people of this land. Most importantly, I'm your knight's dear aunt. Yes, Gwendu, my darling little Gwendu. So happy I am to hear that you have recognized his brilliance. Hee hee. Where is this little duckling? You have a request you wish to grace us with today? No, not really. I just came to see how he was doing. If your knights do find themselves listless at your little round table, then they could always come weed my garden. It is in similarly pitiful state. They do enjoy a bit of landscaping. You may be allowing yourself to lead around like a docile steed. Thank you, my dear. Ah, your grace, you have made a fabulous discovery. A Velu. You know, the ones from the old tales. It's so cool. I was certain you would be just as amazed by this incredible finding. Our grace is more stunned by the fact that it's clearly dangerous, Sir Elioth. Ah, yes, I hadn't thought of that. Maybe it's a little dangerous, but it seemed quite cute. You're truly your sister's brother. Don't worry, Uncle. I'm sure everything will be fine. It's only a Velu. Our grace deals with this kind of thing every day, right? Need to kill the creature before anyone gets hurt. You'll be the guide. Oh, we need to kill it. Yes, a guide. Yes, what could go wrong? Your Grace! Some missives have been delivered to you. They were carried here by a chicken and are, carefully wrapped in what appears to be noble public latrine sheets. Well, it's snack time now. And then see, talk. Hello, Your Grace. You have thus provoked the wrath of the Dragon Knight, whose fury had not been felt for many moons. Think my attitude offended him? Good heavens, no. Dragon Knight is a mere contrarian. He opposes you on principle, simply because you managed to open the ancient Tower of Briss. It's nothing new. Even during my wild youth, in the days of the Tarascus War, this old fossil was already well over 100 years old and driven by conservative values. Believe me, I fear he would have behaved the same way with anyone who managed to ascend to the throne. I see, a standard skills test. Indeed. The advantage being that it's a safe bet he won't hold a grudge. He'll accept your rule once you've proven your worth. That room. Talk. Ah, Your Grace, I wish to speak with you. I have no desire, of course, to question your decisions, but I would like to suggest the utmost caution regarding a new recruit, Sir Tarkus. We need seasoned warriors. Sir Tarkus is indeed a formidable knight, but as I previously mentioned, some of his methods are harsh. I simply fear he might try to establish a certain approach to the Regency by your side. I take note. Thank you, Your Grace. He fidgets from side to side with unease. Perhaps I am being too pessimistic. Let's hope instead that Sir Tarkus opens up unexpected perspectives for us. Ah, my sovereign! I sense the formidable Dragon Knight looming within these walls. Are your beautiful eyes everywhere? Of course, my dear sovereign. Although it is difficult to pull my gaze from your exploits. As the protector of this tower, I feel every ripple of energy that passes through these walls. The Dragon Knight is already familiar to me. He once sat at the round table during the reign of Ermin the Wise. Tell me about Ermin's reign. Ermin, I remember. A remarkable sovereign who unified a realm once plagued by bitter divides. The shadow his achievements cast was certain to fill his successor with dread. Who could ever hope to equal him? Perhaps the Dragon Knight feels a certain longing for that era. But I have no doubt that you will succeed in proving your worth to him, my dear sovereign. Okay, shit, I need to save money. I can't go spending money on a sword. Alright, round table. Um. Residents of Milkford are requesting your assistance in investigating the nearby woods to determine the ideal location for building a new cow catapult. Song of the Dryads. On the outskirts of Clovermont, charming dryads shout from morning to night, disturbing the quiet of the villagers. Spend a night with a sense of rhythm to negotiate with them. No way of eliminating this huge and lethal river creature before accidents happen. Okay. I need... I'm going to assign Gilberto. Okay, all right, here we go. Wait, why did you do a thumbs up and a thumbs down? Oh no, did you fail? Come on, succeed, succeed, succeed! Do it, do it, do it, yes! Ooh, big hit to Angelica. Ooh, big hit to, Wendon. Help of your holy knights, the rebel army was repelled. The help of your knights, the rebel army was repelled. However, it was impossible to neutralize the princess. Failure? Gilberto, you're supposed to be good at dealing with these things. Okay, alright. Shit. I'm really disappointed that Gilberto couldn't get the job done. I'm gonna have to spend, I'm gonna have to spend money repairing their armor. JLo, welcome in. How we doing tonight? I'm doing well. I'd be doing better if my dang knights could handle their tasks. But they got hurt a bunch, which cost me a ton of money, and I need the money. Okay. Let's tendency. You're a rumor. Little bird has shared a most interesting anecdote with me. Fortunate, Angelica. Chance of a score bonus if it grants a better outcome. Hello? Is there somebody here? Looking for someone? Ah! Oh, your Grace, it's you. I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were, did you hear a scream? No. I heard a scream before you came from the corridor, but it might have just been the wind. The tower's a bit scary at night. The wind whistles so strangely through the windows of our corridors, making such odd noises last night. I confess it kept me from sleeping a little. I'm tired. There are these scary stories Uncle Arlen used to tell me when I was little. I think they still terrify me today. Our nights are always haunted by something, aren't they? For me, it's you. I don't know if I should do a love connection with Angelica. I don't know. I don't think so. I understand why you might be a bit fearful. Yeah, they're just made up stories, aren't they? Last night it was just the wind, wasn't it? Wasn't it? She's scared of ghosts. Okay, so let's go back to the Great Hall. Stop bothering me, peasants. You're wasting my time. Let's dance, feast, and... Isn't that my throne, Sir Gwendon? Hey, top tier, welcome in. How we doing today? It's good to see you. Oh, it's you, Your Grace. This isn't what you think. I was just wondering what the view was like here. Turns out it's not that great, if you ask me. Would you like to suggest any improvements, Sir Gwendon? Let's get you a shout out, top tier. Let's see. Shout out. Hold on, let me make sure I'm spelling this right. Oh, my sound alerts aren't working right now. I'm sorry to say. The sound alerts are broken. I haven't been able to fix it yet. Oh, it's 2 R's. I saw you were playing some more Resident Evil 2. Oh, did you start Resident Evil 2 today? 'Cause I know you were playing Resident Evil 1 yesterday. I know all too well what that is like. Absolutely. Which story did you start with? Did you start with you started today? Did you start with Leon or Claire's story? Leon A? Hell yeah. I did Leon A as well. But I haven't been able to go back. My game keeps crashing when I try to play as Claire. I need to suggest, firstly, the hall is terribly dull. You should have jesters, musicians, jugglers, and poets at your court. Otherwise, how can you expect anyone to take you seriously? Back when Villador was at the height of its prosperity, we would frequently host banquets and valiant tournaments day in and day out. Here, there's nothing. I'm bored. Tournaments? I shall think of it. I should hope so. New attribute, competition. I have a lot of other ideas if you need my advice again. Hard. Well, Your Grace. That's quite a delicious challenge you've been given, isn't it? Does seeing me threatened make you happy? Me? Oh, no. Don't take things so seriously, Your Grace. After all, if things were to go wrong, you'd need only use my powers to make a few small adjustments, wouldn't you? Perhaps there's a spark of curiosity to see if you're actually good enough to manage without me. We'll see about that. So the demon power allows us to go back in time, but I'm determined not to use it. I'm determined to succeed without it. Although we need a shit ton of money, and we've got 3 cycles to be able to get everything in order. I don't know if we're gonna manage it. Greetings. Behold her marble facade. A tiny variation betrays something. Despite herself, her fatigue is imperceptible. You have successfully driven the rebel forces out of Fort Gavald. I thank you for that. Was that enough to calm your people's fervor? No. Ah, why is the lion with its mouth open? Be honest, people's anger continues to rumble. Their failure has not extinguished the fire, it has fueled it. The rebels, more relentless than ever, feed on it and exult in it. They want to start again. And they will start again and again. As long as they find their fervor with my own daughter. She implies that you have only honored part of your commitment. You want me to arrest your daughter? Yes, that's what I was expecting from you in the first place. I'd like to reiterate our gratitude for the assistance provided. However, this is merely a temporary solution if the root cause of the problem is not addressed. You're not entirely to blame. My daughter managed to escape you, and I congratulate her on that. But now that her forces are weakening, it is time for us to act and lay siege. Now's the ideal time to strike. I am pleased we have come to an understanding. Didn't really give you a choice. I leave the decision on strategy regarding my daughter to you. Act within your means to put an end to her actions. Wit, charisma, luck. Okay. Wit, strength, agility. I need to send someone to negotiate with her. She seems to hesitate. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Ursula? Oh, she's cute! What can I do for you? Quite a tower you have here, Your Grace. Bit dusty, reeks of magic, but I quite like the mood here. Name's Ursula, by the way. Been roaming these lands for a couple of years, and to tell the truth, I'm bored to death. You have a bunch of exotic and unusual quests you could send me out on? Hell yeah. We do have a lot of absurd requests. Welcome aboard. Sounds like fun. Gonna stay here for a while then. I thought for sure she was a witch, but she's a knight. That's kind of cool. Grellin.
Good morning, Your Grace. My name is Grellin.
Ah!
I will be responsible for representing the interests of the inhabitants of Rosin in your hands if that suits you.
Maybe a witch knight? Ooh, that would rule, Spice.
Perfectly. Rosin was the capital of Briz until the resurrection of this tower. It is still a major tourist destination today.
You know each other?
Yes, we are, shall we say, distantly related.
He's indeed my lovely young son.
Anyway, if we could change the subject, I came to bring you your first request. A manuscript of ecclesiastical origin appears to have been stolen. Then groups of occultists and nobles have been accusing each other, each seeking to pin the blame. We need someone to sort this out.
I will investigate the occultists. I will investigate the nobles. Dicey, welcome in. Oh no, I love this art style. I do too. The character design is really cool. How are we doing today, Dicey? Thank you for shouting out, Dicey. And we got a hydrate from Dicey. Thank you very much for the hydrate. All right, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. This game's been pretty cool so far. What's that? Oh. Welcome to the soiree. Please make yourself at home. Thank you very much for subscribing. Let's see. We investigate the occultists, and I think we need to investigate the occultists. Do we have magic? Low charisma, low wit, low magic. I think This would be perfect for the mystics. Thank you, Your Grace. Gwendon. That's it? Our shining principles let the living filth into our sacred walls? Cutno nomads are so magnanimously allowed to loiter here. They're loud, they stink, and I'm fairly certain their grubby little brats stole food from the kitchens. What's next? Will you grant them knighthood in all your kindness? I can't turn down the people. Silence, I'm your sovereign. You will show respect. I owe no, Gwendon disliked that. I owe no respect for a sovereign who opens arms to swindlers and hired blades. Did Gwendon leave? Did we lose Gwendon? All because I let some people in who would have starved to death? Gwendon, you asshole! Your Grace, I really need to tell you about what happened to me the other day. I was visiting a noble lady who lived in a village just outside Clovermont because of a sordid story. Body strained of blood, but that's not why I'm here. This charming lady made me feel welcome with delicious, freshly baked strawberry puddings. The most crazy thing was her mirror. This mirror was incredible. I could see my own reflection in it, but not that of my own host. What? In your tales and legends you're fond of, is there ever any mention of creatures that mirrors can't reflect? Well, yes, you're right. It reminds you of those vampire stories. Can't help but wonder how this ingenue is still alive. Ah, a vampire! She's a vampire! Your Grace, something must be done! She almost ate me! You're still alive, so let's try to be diplomatic. Diplomacy with a vampire? Well, you're the boss. Oh boy. Hey Grace, come in. Look what I'm pulling out of the oven right here. Small cakes carefully arranged on the table fill the room with a warm, spiced fragrance. I used to love cooking for my children when they were younger. I miss it sometimes. Quite certain they eat absolute rubbish nowadays. He gazes at the biscuits with a gentle nostalgia. Anyway, if you'd like, Your Grace, I would certainly prepare little treats to our knights from time to time. Good cookie shared is worth 1,000 words, isn't it? It's actually how I met my wife. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff going on. Atticus, welcome in. How I Met Your Mother, some banging cookies. Hell yeah. Can we get a shout out for Atticus, please? Welcome in. How we doing today? We have some very exciting... Is this the forge? Well, well, well. Oh, Arlen can now cook a snack for one night each cycle. Giving a snack to a knight will give them a small bonus if they're sent on a quest. Each knight likes some specific snacks. You'll have to discover which ones. Giving a knight a snack they like will result in an affinity bonus. Send a meal. Okay. We need... What if you like crepes? Truffle? Croque monsieur? Peanut butter shortbread? Lion's taco. Of course, you deserve it, Atticus. You're always so kind to us when we visit you. Of course, we should return the favor with some with a shout out and some kind words as well. Everybody, go check out Atticus, and especially check out everybody who gets a shout out here. They're all incredible and fantastic streamers. Everybody who visits comes by. Get loved and cherished, yo. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna send a crepe to our boy, and hope that this raises our affinity. Okay, I think it did. What a tasty idea, Your Grace. We'll get cooking straight away. Okay, so round table. Princely negotiations. Get craped. Okay, we need diplomacy. Okay, we need Angelica and we need Gwendon. Signed to this. Oh, Dicey, it looks like something happened with the link. It must have been I apologize for that. It must have been the bot gets a little overzealous. You haven't had a crepe in like a decade? You think you like them? I'm okay with crepes. I don't super like them. It's fine, you're being cheeky. No worries, Dicey. I do apologize for the moderation though. I've tried turning down the moderation and nothing helps. Streamlabs just does not like links. Yeah, I don't know, Atticus. I've the AI uprising, it's here. Check out Spice. Oh yeah, you definitely can't post a link to Spice. Spice can shout out Spice though. Can we get a shout out for Spice and Rose, please? What was I saying? Crepes, yeah. So I liked crepes when I lived in France, but like I ate them maybe twice, and they were good. They're stuffed with all kinds of like fruit and chocolate and stuff, and I would get the super chocolatey ones. But other than that, I've like haven't indulged. Okay, quests. Pollock diplomacy. No. I do need this done. The Vampire of Clovermont. More diplomacy. Magic. This house is a prison. That vampire sweet? Oh no, she's not the vampire. She's one of my knights. I'm sending her to deal with a vampire. And I helped. Lived in France? That's awesome. What the hell? Oh yeah, because I went to school in France. I went to culinary school out there. For only for like 4 or 5 months. I think it was 4 months. And then I traveled for a 5th month. It was from like April to September. I remember being in Ireland in August. No, Scotland in August, because I was there for the big comedy festival that they do in Edinburgh. That takes place in Edinburgh in August. I forget what the name of the festival is called. Oh, that's gonna bug me. I know it's happening right now. It's happening right now because it's August again. I've been seeing sets from pop up on my TikTok. But yeah, we've got when we lived out in France, when we backpacked out around the places. Okay, I have all of my knights assigned to do stuff. I'm like taking a big gamble here, but I wanna believe that my knights can handle it. With a little bit of luck, we can do this. All right, finish. Oh no! My new knight, the witchy one, didn't like their assignment. Gamble, gamble. Presence of Milkford requesting your assistance. Okay, we've got a success here. You need a campfire, s'mores, and more Ashwood stories. I don't think you want a campfire spice, but I'll definitely provide s'mores and stories. How many subs for that? No, don't worry about subs. I'll always tell a good story when I can. Although we are supporting Nerds for Literacy this month, the charity of the month. So a portion of any subs, bits, gifts, donations, or anything of the like that we make here at the channel is going to Nerds for Literacy. It's a really awesome cause. A cold night, a fireplace, s'mores, and Ashwood tales. I would kill for a cold night. It has been so hot here. But I'll always tell Ashwood tales. I can't offer a fireplace though, but we can do our best with s'mores. Obtain goat cheese. Or around a fireplace at an old castle. Oh, geez. Oh my god, we just barely succeeded. Following several hours of negotiations and several exasperated sighs, the princess finally agreed to give up her rebellion and follow your knight. Oh my god, do you see how, like, we're just on the line of success here? We're at 1,003 of the necessary 1,000. Holy crap. Barely succeeded works for me in most of my life. That's how I feel too, Atticus. A barely success is still a success. Okay. Rewards. Let's do it. We lost a little bit from the nobles, but we're not really worried about the nobles right now. Oh shit. Are you back? Failure. Open glossary. Okay. We need shit. A lot of stuff has been needing charisma and wit. I'm gonna give Angelica some more wit. Nothing's really needed freaking agility yet. Ah, Your Grace. I'm thoroughly disappointed. This tower that belongs to you. Why is it so hard to find any historical artifacts here? Portraits of your predecessors should line your corridors. Their relics displayed in showcases. How else could you hope to make the most of this fertile soil that is yours? I agree with you. Rightfully so. But don't get me wrong. I'm delighted to work alongside you and convinced that together we can shape a bolder future. By drawing both from the great victories of history and its most painful failures, so we avoid repeating a fool's mistake. What do you think is most important? Be a powerful, feared, and respected sovereign. Believe me, Your Grace, I'm no advocate of cruelty or subversion. I merely contend that power must rest on a firm foundation, one the monarch embodies to guide their people toward prosperity, a lighthouse in the dark. A ruler's decisions must be decisive, their words unambiguous and striking. That is the mark of true leadership. Such a stance ensures safer worldview. It forges a strong, proud people united around an exemplary leader. Which ruler should I be closer to? A sovereign once embodied on this throne the ideal of reassuring stability that I long to see restored. They ruled with an iron hand and managed to rally all their contemporaries under one banner. Their name was Harad, direct ancestor of the Gavalt family line. He stops. Either way, Your Grace, I repeat, with me on your side, I'm sure that this ideal can be achieved. I don't claim to know your true motives, but I'm certain your choice to recruit me was no accident. So trust me, follow where I lead, and the path to prosperity will unfold before you. Okay. Oh, hey. Hello, Your Grace. Just thinking about you. You too. Wasn't serious. Actually, I was reminiscing a little bit about my county. Its little culinary eccentricities. When you get to the table, she crushes a strange mixture with the mortar. What on earth is that? Hey, don't pull that face. Allow me to introduce you to Brimwood's most popular drink. Rum, cardamom, and syrupy spider porridge in that order. Otherwise, you'll ruin everything. We call it the fire twig, and it lives up to its name. She crushes the carcasses of the poor animals with a disturbing level of enthusiasm. There are plenty of these spiders on the walls of this tower, so I thought why not give them a refreshing end? These little creatures have infested Brimwood, too. You're from Brimwood? Not exactly. Wasn't born there, but I had some wonderful years living there. I've been wandering around for a while now. Why? You do ask a lot of questions. Let's just say I've always liked dragging my carcass around. She's so cool, but I don't know how to impress her. And after rotting in the same spot for a while, you've got to do something so you don't die of boredom, right? You were wondering too before this, weren't you? Bet you can understand. Yes, I can relate. She smiles mischievously as she pours her mixture into 2 glasses. You're gonna do me the favor of tasting it, aren't you? Why not? Let's go, comrade. You clink glasses, then raise your lips. Bitter and strong, the liquid sets your throat ablaze and twists your gut. You flail, then choke and finally spit it out in panic. Not cool. Not bad, eh? I admit it's hard when you're not used to it, but guess you'll die less ignorant. You come to Brimwood one of these days. You'll give my comrades a laugh. Okay, shit. Gallery. I want to talk to the cute statue. Nothing to unlock. Intendancy. Hear a rumor. Ah, Your Grace, do you have a cup of tea? Gilberto is clumsy. Take an extra 2 damage if the quest is a failure? Gilberto, you... God damn it. Alright, investigate the new girl. Map room, Intensi Forge. Ah, okay. We might manage to get there with money and allied counties. I don't think we're gonna make it to people's satisfaction. We might with merchants. You have finally managed to put an end to this heresy. My daughter was returned to me. She now sits enthroned in her room, grounded from going out, and forced to reflect on her behavior. Meanwhile, the protests have subsided. For all that, I offer you my deepest gratitudes. Unfortunately, I must admit that all these events have weakened Gavalt's stature. But you have fulfilled your part of the bargain. Thus, from today, you may consider our county as your close ally. And as for my very personal gratitude, I present you a relic of our family, snatched from my daughter's hands. It's yours, with all the usual precautions. Wonderful. We can discuss the details. Don't get too comfortable, though. The line behind her licks its lips. Hildy. Greetings, Your Grace. Each word crossing her lips seems finely chiseled by the vague hands of the gods. Lady Hildy in person? To what do we owe the honor of your presence? Alas, sir, a most cruel affliction. To introduce myself, I am Hildy from the lands of Oriaphon, your grace. The greatest minstrel these lands have ever known. I'm your most devoted admirer. I was even among the crowd during your last performance. That is not quite what I wish to learn, but thank you for sparing me the tedious details. Yet, mark the irony, the remains of a bard unable to finish her song. I intended to travel through Britannia provinces celebrating the return of the great sovereign of the White Tower of Briss, the victorious melody. She studies you as if searching for a trace of the myth between the two brow ridges of your mask. Your legend, in short. But now, as I polish the final verses, I find myself hesitating. I have no desire to sing of nonsense. In order to avoid creating a legend of falsehood, I thought it best to obtain the information from the source. So tell me, my dear sovereign, how would you describe the kind of reign you aspire to? What legacy would you wish to leave behind? Mercy, an open heart protecting the weak. Mercy? Yes. Quite. That aligns perfectly with my initial vision. My hesitation was but a comma in an ocean of uncertainties. She smooths the folds of her tunic and draws herself up slightly. Thus, allow me to present the first draft of your epic, Your Grace, written in the Angular vernacular.
Between the moor and the fen, o'er the hill above the glen, to the north and to the south, or was it by the river's mouth? There, look there stands the tower, cold and bare. There stands the tower.
I like this. It's not exactly.
Wails through these empty halls.
I hope this song paints a better. I hope it gets better, but I like it so far. Arlen likes this.
This land to glory days of yore. What Nimrod built will shine anew, white stone upon a sky of blue. There, look there stands the tower, proud and fair. There stands the tower. As good and just
How long is this song?
reign, our ruler shall be kind again. Let every bard and harper sing. Beloved is a peaceful king. There, look there stands the tower, proud and fair. The sovereign tower.
Oh, she said the name of the game. What a voice. It fell straight from the celestial peaks. He wipes a few tears from the corners of his eyes. My deepest thanks, Lady Hildy. Now there's a ballad that restores the lyrical heritage of our lands to its former glory. I really like this. 5 seconds later. How long is this? Think nothing of it. I should be the one thanking you. In fact, I'll give you 2 free passes for my next recital. Thank you, Lady Hildy. Goodbye, Your Grace. Roland. Your Grace! Pirates! Pirates attacking Crest? Aye. They've not given us trouble, but before it seems that our charming little village was just along their scenic route. We're holding out, but we can't keep this up alone. My best nights are yours. Thanks, Your Grace. We'll hang tight till your knights get there. Daisy? Oh, she's cute! My respects, very illustrious sovereign. I'm here, and I've brought my goat Majestina. The beast, planted firmly behind your visitor, sizes you up as if calculating the best way to humiliate you in public. So, basically, if there's any, you know, hullabaloo in Milkford, we'll be the ones to come see you. You notice Majestina solemnly beginning to nibble at the hem of Daisy's dress. Of course, anything else? Right, so I want to let you know that a barn collapsed in Milkford. Some animals got squashed. I'll spare you the juicy details. A little bit of coin for a building wouldn't go amiss. Sorry for your loss, take this money. Much obliged. Majestina is thrilled to hear this too. Majestina's eyes remain fixed to yours. Her pupils, like tiny black knives, stare at you murderously. Deep inside, you feel her unspoken message. I'll be back. Academian. Someone has been stealing our dean's thesis notes. We need an impartial investigator to figure out what happened. Cropper is one of us, so we're not going to investigate ourselves. I'll send a knight. Let's see. Take a close look at the Academy's dorms. Charisma, magic, and wit, huh? Alternative. All right, that's charisma. They're both charisma, magic, and wit. Heartening to see that your story is already inspiring the greatest artists, isn't it? After all, the people of Briz have waited a long time. Your ascension is a breath of hope that I'm sure will only grow with time. I don't know if I'm comfortable with all these expectations. Cast aside your doubts, Your Grace. I firmly believe that a people who have waited so long to be guided will know how to forgive any potential missteps. We have known a century without a crown, after all. I myself grew up with tales of the old monarchs, but I never knew them beyond the pages of books. Arrival is the only horizon my generation has patiently hoped for, in the shadow of this sleeping tower. How was Briz organized before that? Though the local nobles were doing their best to organize themselves, the pressure to find a regent figure continued to grow, until it became stifling. On the outside, it would have looked as if we were holding our own, but to me, it felt like suffocating under the weight of the whole world. If things had continued that way, he chooses his words carefully. To my great dismay, I was the favorite of the royal selection. It was plainly obvious, the doors of the tower remained closed to me. Lack of a crown, I suppose I would have ended up as the Count of Briz. His voice trails off into a long sigh. See? I did not expect the eternal disputes of our neighbors to come to your attention so early, Your Grace. I suppose you can't change Cavalt's nature, though. Isn't Cavalt's first attempt at insurrection, is it? That's the least one could say. The fall of the former tyrant owes everything to the alliance of our two peoples. But any resemblance to recent events remains fragile. It shows a pure and simple repression against the noise of revolt. An understandable choice. The princess was not ready to rule. Matilda's rigor bore no resemblance to the tyranny she had once overthrown herself. However, it is unfortunate that the people's grievances were dismissed so quickly. What else could I have done? Between black and white lies a kingdom, an entire kingdom of grey, Your Grace. Okay. Forge. That's... I'm gonna have to spend money. Why are you so expensive? Ugh, that costs so much money. That costs so much money. Following your alliance with Gavalt, they have shared some of their knowledge and expertise with us. I couldn't wait to make this little treasure if you're interested. It's a real technological gem, to be honest. Your eyelids grow heavy. And the whole thing is cooled ambient texture. I'm getting sidetracked, but look at this. It's worth it. Chop. Okay. Okay, round table. The pirate's threat. We need strength, agility, and wit. A thesis thief. Okay. Oh, I sure hope that this comes out right. Okay, we'll give you a donkey and a... Angelica, we're giving you a donkey and an axe. You got this. All right, let's do it. Meal available in the kitchen. Cancel. The kitchen again? Send a meal. I need Gwendon. No, wait. I need Ursula to be better. Lion's taco. Shortbread. For 4. Send a profo. Okay. Like the profo. Okay. We're one night away from the Dragon Knight showing up. Gilberto! Gilberto, how did you take 5 damage looking for a barrel of cod? God damn it, Gilberto. Great success. Look, the cod are vicious. They're salted, Spice. They're already ready to eat. Damn it, Gilberto. Aku, thank you for the hydrate. Gilberto, you're basically useless. What do I do, Gilberto? What do I give you if I just give you more strength? I'm just gonna give you more strength. Angelica, I need you to have more wit. Spice, thank you for shouting out Aku. Begrudgingly. Thank you, Spice, begrudgingly. I can't wait to achieve the same glory as all those legendary knights of old, Your Grace. Comfortably seated in one of the armchairs in the library, Gilberto looks up from the manuscript he was consulting when he sees you arrive. You're an avid reader. Not in the slightest, Your Grace. It is an illustrated manuscript. The story is told through illuminations in these little boxes. It is much more didactic. Take a glimpse of the title, The Great Tournament. This one by an author of my hometown, Nanad, inspired by local culture. This great tournament is a special event in Almor? Absolutely. It's the biggest competitive tourney in the region, no matter what those screwballs from Kuttner have to say about it. I'm so happy I stumbled upon this book. This author illustrates those gallant heroes who risk their lives from the arena of Almor. You almost catch the glint of his eyes shining through his helm. These warriors who fight with honor to determine the noblest among them. I've always dreamed of being one of them. Maybe it was even that feeling that led me all the way here. A real stroke of luck, wouldn't you say? Yes, we're very lucky to have you. I don't know what we'd do without you. You like to take part in Great Tournament? Without a doubt, the dream of dreams. Aside from my other big dream of being rescued by a beautiful princess. Oh wait, am I the one who's supposed to be doing the rescuing? I can't remember. Yeah, standing in the great arena of Almor for the final showdown. The ultimate test of knighthood. Just thinking about it gives me chills. And don't forget to clean your armor after each quest. I know. You've been saying the same thing for 20 years. But it really means a lot to me that you're still looking after Elioth and me after all these years. You know, just because I chose a different path doesn't mean you stopped being my little sister. They're sisters? Stop laughing like an idiot. And I'm really proud to see you living the dream, not to be honest. Hear a rumor. Magic ritual. What does that mean? Gallery, map room, intendency, forge, inventory. Let's do the audiences. Hooded peasants. Greetings, dear sovereign. The weary voice of the man before you is the only thing that betrays his seemingly normal identity. I'm coming to you with a particular problem. It's been gnawing at me for days and I can't find sleep anymore. How should I put this? Please keep your distance from our grace. Problem is that there's an imposter on our throne. You. We're saying preventative blessing against royal assassinations, your grace. It has just saved you from a most violent death. Yeah, I'm really stoked about this whole preventative blessing against royal assassinations. Indeed, it is highly effective. Few are aware of its existence. This won't stop me from... Who are you? Go to hell. I'm not sure we'll get anything out of him. Whatever his intentions may be, I intend to make this world a better place. Let's set him free. Bold decision, your grace. And by bold, he means devoid of any instinct for survival. I suppose we should thank him for that thrilling spectacle. Let us resume today's audiences. Ah, your grace, what a coincidence. Now that you've cleaned up that whole mess in Gavalt, we're seeing much more of each other. A real pleasure. And who's with you? Hi, I'm the emissary from the second largest village in Gavalt. Chavignon, not Mavinik. She takes something out of her pocket. Fancy a slice of my cheese? A purely reptilian instinct screams at you to accept that little piece of cheese into your system, defying morality. Go on, buddy, take a bite of the pocket cheese. A test of trust, the official welcoming ceremony for the people of Gavalt, will make a good impression, almost unanimously. I mean, screw the nobility. You pop a small piece of cheese in your mouth. It's sharp, dry, with a distinct aftertaste. No doubt the intended effect for a cheese artisanally matured in a pocket. Culinary goldsmithing. No way you ate it! That's madness! You liked it, I have plenty more in my pocket. Your Grace, the investigation you conducted within Rosin's occult circle in the search for the stolen ecclesial manuscript, well, it points clearly to them. Let's just say they practically left their name and address at the crime scene. An expedition would be welcome in order to return this manuscript to its rightful place. One of my knights will set out to find it. Thank you, Your Grace. Oi, oi. Couldn't do something about them harpies on the Great Coast? Our sailors be dropping like flies. Those wretched lasses perched on the rocks, near naked, crooning like lovesick minstrels. Send someone who sings better than them? My knights will drive them out. Your Grace, hey, so we found these 3 requests in an old drawer in the archive room. One of them smells like pickles. Good luck. Hey, what's your clock? Oh, my dear sovereign. Thank goodness you were unharmed. I was horrified to learn of the attempt on your life, having been alerted the very moment the tower's defense systems were activated. And yet, you've chosen to show mercy to the man who sought to harm you. I must confess, my sovereign, this troubles me deeply. Knowing that I am under your protection, I have little to fear. Watching over you is my most sacred duty, dear sovereign. I must admit, I am surprised to see that this ancient magic has lost none of its splendor. The protective blessing has survived the ravages of time. Alas, I fear it is but a fragile shield. If an army ever lay siege to this tower to strike at you, this magic rampart would prove a meager defense indeed. Let's hope you never have to face such a dire fate, my dear sovereign. Available? Ah, your grace. I won't deny my concern regarding recent events. An assassination attempt so early in your reign, it is utterly beyond reason. Finding out more about this man's motivations or origins would probably have eased my concerns, but alas. But I suppose I should be less surprised. This sort of thing happens in every reign. This one felt a bit personal. Reasonably, your grace, it seems far too early for anyone to have formed an opinion of your rule and decided to enact in such a reckless and open manner. But let us be optimistic. I'm convinced that with time you will prove yourself worthy of your reign and dispel any misplaced grudges against you. Perhaps you'll even prove that there is a certain advantage to leaving you alive. Inventory, map room, gallery, kitchen, send meal, and send you another profile. Okay, round table. Oh, the harpies take 2. Shit. The oracular cheese? Harvey claims that a wheel of cheese is whispering the future. The Knight of the Fountain. A knight is taken over the rosin fountain. The villagers are dried up and need your help. Send someone to challenge him to a duel. I will send Angelica. Oh, wait, this might be the killer rabbit. A mad rabbit has been eating the entrails of the region's inhabitants for several years. Hunt it down. This might be better for Angelica. Wit 3, strength, charisma, wit, strength. I don't need more strength. I need more agility. All right, we don't need to worry about the Knight of the Fountain right now. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and assign Roberto to that. Find the manuscript. Okay. Oh, Gilberto, I need you to hold up. Forge. Repair armor. Repair Gilberto. He's fine. Fine. Okay, everybody's fine. Okay. Nobody likes their assignments? Come on, gang. Women attain Scholar's Nuts? Scholar's Nuts? Really, game? I'm sorry, Scholar's what now? Mr. Eric Almighty, welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Mr. Eric, please? Thank you very much. How are you loving this? I'm really enjoying it, Eric. I'm having a great time. We're almost at the end of the night, though, but I'm about to face the Dragon Knight for the second time. So we're gonna see what the Dragon Knight has to say about us. It's an excellent recommendation. Thank you very much, Eric, for recommending it. I've been doing as many funny voices as I can. Oh, obtained murmuring cheese. A wild cheese that seems to whisper prophecies in the ears of those who taste it. Did you beat him and go back or lose in doing the rematch? No, this is the second time that he's shown up. I haven't fought him yet. Oop, success. Great success. Oh, I sent her against a rabbit and she's an animal lover. God damn it. She hated that probably. All right, let's get you more charisma. The woman is facing away from you, leaning slightly forward. Her shoulders move gently as she is following a soundless rhythm. Still concocting some weird drink? Ah! Hey, didn't hear you come in. I'm not drinking, no, not yet. To be honest. Turns around again before facing you once more, holding a lute. I was taking care of this little chick. Taps the instrument's wood as though it were an old friend she's just met again after a long time apart. I kind of let it rot in a corner, but now that I'm settled here, I think it's time to fix it up. She slides her fingers along the strings. What were you playing? A Brimwood ballad, Where's My Lullaby, by the Vultured Crooks. Well, let's say it was a try. I'm still returning my old lute. How long have you been practicing? A little, but with all the traveling, haven't had much opportunity lately. But I learned in Brimwood with a friend. We even had our own little group. Musician. We're doing Iron Luth, you know? Brimwood's defining sound, from the gut, crafted by its outcasts. I love it. Oh, she's blushing! Hell yeah. Really, wouldn't have guessed. Just goes to show life is full of surprises. I hope I'll have the opportunity to hear you play soon. Why not? I'm not very comfortable performing in front of anyone just yet, sorry. Cute! Cute! She's cute! We could attempt some sort of acrobatic display to crush the enemy's morale during our next mission. What do you think, sir? Ah, I love the idea. A frantic bit of footwork and voluptuous sway of the hips, and boom! I'd launch you into the air like a majestic champagne cork. Before executing 3 perilous somersaults and landing elegantly right on top of our opponents. Yes, yes! And we'd finish with a sparkling victory pose. Arms to the heavens, chin held high, and knees bent at a 45-degree angle. That'll certainly impress them all, sir. Okay, their strategy meeting is to do a bunch of crazy acrobatics. Ruh-roh. Okay, tendency? You're a rumor. A little bird has shared a most interesting anecdote with me. Score bonus when performing the quest alone. All right, investigate this dude. Forge is fine. Okay, I've got all of the necessary requirements. I didn't think I'd be able to make it, but we've got all of the necessary requirements to beat the Dragon Knight. Let's try.
Lo, this is the moment. The hour hath arrived, false sovereign. Verily, I shall await thee on the morrow at first light, where the sun doth descend upon the lofty tower of Dracovic.
So be it.
Be therefore boldly prepared and dispose thy person in all due reverence.
My best knights will be called upon to fight you.
I hope thy knights art well prepared. On the morrow, then.
Oh shit. Okay. Rupin.
Your Grace.
My name is Rupin. I'm a modest merchant of curiosities in Brimwood, and humble treasurer of our little local fraternity, you see. Local fraternity? Are you referring to the Brimwoods Guild?
That's correct. I'll get straight to the point. The poor man you recently encountered, that lost sheep who had the audacity to take a shot at you, is not unknown to us.
Excuse me?
Rest assured, this individual acted by his own initiative. His actions have been unanimously disavowed by our members. Brimwood Guild, kin to preserve our relations, has therefore tasked me with conveying its deepest apologies and assuring you that he has been promptly removed from our ranks. We hope this resolution appeases the sovereign.
Well then, what a peculiar situation. Man's reputation is not unknown to me. He's said to be the eyes and ears of Britannia's criminal underworld, as well as a sharp connoisseur who would take an interest in equipment deemed obsolete by most. Although I'm not particularly keen on the idea, having his services could definitely be an advantage. Let us say the kingdom's resources could well use this kind of boost. Interesting. In Grest, we've got a bit of experience with sea creatures or weird weather conditions. But not for some spooky old lighthouse flashing its light with no soul around in ages, I reckon. Just need someone to give us a bit of moral support, like, just in case. Must have a knight who likes ghost stories. Pragmatic knight will accompany you.
Your Grace, this is disgraceful. My little Pandora was disqualified from her competition. Those idiots on the jury rejected her without once considering that she came from an excellent lineage.
This is unacceptable. The barony of Village D'Argent is one of the most prominent families in the area.
Of course, she's definitely the most beautiful and graceful of them all. Yet these nobodies take all the credit away from us, supposedly because she stained one of their ceremonial dresses. They even went so far as to imply that she had, how do they put it? Ah yes, defiled their parchments.
Who's Pandora?
Oh, haven't I introduced her to you? My little sweetie. Hi. A golden retriever of rare beauty. I brushed her so carefully, and yet she was disqualified from her beauty contest.
I'll ask the jury to review its verdict. Oh, you obey my every command, just like my little Pandora. Hey, fuck you, lady. I do you one favor. Wait, wasn't there something in the map room? Let's send a meal. Angelica was pissed about her assignment. What if we send her some shortbread? It looks like that didn't do anything for us. Anything in the gallery? No. Map room. Map. Looks like nothing. Okay, round table. Facing the Dragon Knight. I need Angelica. Okay, hold up. I need Angelica. I need to actually go to the forge. Let's make sure everybody's in tip-top condition. You're good, you're good. Okay, we still have enough money. Okay. Here we go. The Dragon Knight looms imposingly before your knights, rage burning in his gaze. Your fate will be determined here and now. Is this the guy we'll have to fight? It's a bit scary. Boring. My armor is my armor, and my swords are my swords. The glory is mine. Finally, a challenge worthy of a knight of my stature. Success. Oh my god. Gilberto. We succeeded! Your knights defeated the Dragon Knight. He surrendered with a polite handshake and looked reinvigorated by the fight. He'll be back soon to thank you. Okay. Angelica, let's give you more agility. Roberto will give you more strength. And Ursula will give you more magic. It's been 2 centuries since I have saved at a duel of such magnitude, young sovereign. My knights are my pride. Thine devotion to thy knights surpasses thyself, I observe. Nevertheless, thou hast my solemn word. The country of Dracovic is now thine ally, youngling. Yay. I correct thyself. Thy grace. You hast defended thy right valiantly and granted me a battle I long sought to experience. Here, I bestow upon thee a token of my singular gratitude. A blade that once did unify all. Lo, it is thine. Thus I withdraw. Nay, by my troth, wherefore is my head so absent? Aaron! A young man, absurdly fragile next to the towering Dragon Knight, nestles at his side. Permit me this, on this occasion, to present mine esteemed great-great-grandson, Aaron. Nice to meet you, your grace. This feeble wight is in no wise hardy. I dare hope that beneath thy roof and in thy company, he shall at last become a true man. I withdraw. May felicity thy tend thy steps. Young man barely dares to look in your direction. I would like you to make me a great knight, your grace, please. Why? What should I say? I want grandfather to be proud of me, and I really want to become a strong, heroic knight of the sovereign, I think. Do whatever you ask. I'm yourself. Welcome to our round table. Really? Thanks. I'll try to be strong enough. Well, no dignified. Well, I'm correct. Stop talking, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you, your grace. Is that Morty? It's my best attempt at it. Forgive me, I seem to have a frog in my throat. Your grace, are you truly satisfied with the little decisions you have made so far? Admit it. Some of them could have been far better, don't you think? Alas, there's only one way to be certain. Decide quickly, your grace. From this moment on, my powers will no longer allow you to revisit the first sequence of events. It's now or never. Leave. Reach Act 2. Marcus hates scouting. Investigate Aaron. All right, we're gonna call it a night there, everybody. I've got to be up early, like super early, to go see the new Spider-Man movie. We hope you all have a fantastic night. I believe the game saved, right? Where's my save the game? We're gonna call it there. Thank you so much to Eric for recommending the game, and to Melon for the game. Thank you so much to everybody for being here. We're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna put some raid messages in chat. You could be so kind as to join us for the raid. We super appreciate you being here. We hope you had a fantastic Saturday. We'll be back, I imagine, with more of this game. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here, Willis. We appreciate you being here. We'll be back. We'll see how my voice is doing in the morning. Well, some of those voices we were doing were not the smartest for our poor little vocal cords. But we'll do our best tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a subscriber, please take the first raid message. If you have not yet subscribed, take the second raid message. Let's see who's online. Who's online? Let's see. There's a lot of people playing Big Walk, but I don't want to raid into Big Walk. Let's see. Is anyone else playing Sovereign? The Mama Patat. Okay, let's see. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic night. We're gonna raid this new streamer. I'm not familiar with them, but they seem to be playing Sovereign Tower. It looks like they're pretty far along, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid and run. But I hope you have a good time. And everybody, I hope you have a fantastic... Thanks for streaming and get that movie popcorn. Hell yeah, that's the dream. Movie popcorn for breakfast. Breakfast movie popcorn. All right. Everybody, have a fantastic night. See you soon. See you tomorrow. We'll catch you later. Stay fancy on my lads, ladies and gents, zombies. Keep being amazing. See you next time. And something else. Oh, please be kind to your next host. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.